Hello, all. Thanks for joining for today's session. So, do we have any questions? Please go ahead and ask your question. Anyone?
Yeah, Sekhar, I was just revising, but I do have one questions like what is the difference between Windows and servers?
Okay. So, good question. Windows and server means the Windows are made generally for end users, and servers are made for admins. So, whatever the work will be done, that is done from servers uh, and the client will be, for example, if you were working in a bank, you would have got a laptop or a desktop that would have Windows machine. So Windows are they started like 98. Then we have Windows XP, then we have Windows 7 Vista, then we came with Windows 8, 8.1, then Windows 10. Now Windows 10 is also end of support, Windows 11, right? So these are the Windows. These are the version.
Right.
So similarly, we have Windows Server. So Windows Server 2003, I have seen. Then we have 2008 server. Then we have 2012 server. Then we have 2016 server. Then we have 2019 server. 2021 server came. Now 2025 server came. So what Microsoft has format of naming these servers when they start working on the product in that year, that time they you know even beta version they try to launch it, then they make it is with Windows server with that year. For example, Windows 2025 server came, so now it's 26, but it still name was 25 because it was beta version was launched in 25. Similarly, 2019 server was launched in 2019. So 2016 server was launched in 2016. 2012 server came not too long back, but it named was 2012 because they started working on beta version in 2012. So that's how these are the names. But if you see the practical
Right.
difference, uh, if I show you in machine, I have connected my hard drive, and this question can come to anyone, whoever from non-IT background. So this is our lab which we started as sharma.com or microsoft.com when we started the class, and this is our client machine. So I'm not sharing my screen. Let me share my screen. So hope my screen is visible.
Yeah, it's visible.
So my this machine is Windows 10 machine. So if you want to uninstall something, how do you uninstall? You go to control panel, right? You have control panels for Windows settings. See how many settings you have: system settings, user account, appearance, lock reason, network settings, program and features. You go to program feature, you uninstall the software if you want to uninstall any software. So these are the software currently installed. I don't want Apple in my laptop, so I can go ahead and uninstall it. Then we have a Zoom workspace. Then these are the software which are installed in my desktop, right? Similarly, if you go to server, you will not have these features. The features will be little different. Like you have to go to server manager and you have to add roles and feature to install roles. So when we took the first class, we tried to install AD. So AD was one of the role of that server. Similarly, we have hundred of roles available. So whenever you want to install a software, you have to install the roles, because these servers are designed to manage clients. Okay, so it has bigger power and bigger privilege accounts access. I mean higher privilege access, and it needs uh, more configuration compared to Windows. So this is my client machine. So this is how the difference is. Windows 8 8.1, and now this is Windows 10. I am currently, this is Windows 10 and this is Windows 8.1. And similarly, um, earlier, okay, I'll move this folder. My screen is visible, right?
Yeah.
So we used to have Windows XP. If anybody remember, this is how the earlier computer used to be in our school time. And if anybody has worked on Windows XP as well, my first computer was Windows XP. We used to play games and
Mm,
all. Remember?
yes, I remember.
So this is Windows XP. Then we got on Windows Vista. So Windows Vista was the highest and the most. First, it was Windows XP. It was most user friendly, and then Windows Vista came. It little bit better in terms of
Windows XP.
Windows XP. Some features got changes, some transparency got changes, some background wallpaper keep changing. This kind of wallpaper it used to have. So same way it started showing the interface got changed from XP to Windows Vista. So this is Windows Vista. Then we come up with the Windows after Vista. Which one came? Anybody remember? Windows 7. Then Windows 7 came. So Windows 7 was also similar to Windows Vista, but there were little bit difference and some features were introduced. Like array key was introduced in Windows 7. So when I started my job, giving interviews in technical support and all, they used to ask these kind of questions. What is the difference between Windows and server? So that is a really good question. Some interviews in Dell, I have given interviews in 2008 or 9 in technical support in Gurgaon. There they asked me the questions like what is the difference between Windows 7 and Windows XP? What is the difference between Windows Vista and Windows? So the boot process got different. Some array settings got changed. So these games were introduced in Windows 7. Earlier the games were not, these free games were not there. And now Microsoft has keep you know list of updates, and every time whenever they launch new things, they keep on updating. So after Windows 7, we got Windows 8. So this is our Windows 8. So if you go to Windows 8, they introduced the tiles feature. So this started coming like tiles. Even the Windows Phone came in this tiles feature. So you can add or remove tiles. They can unpin, uninstall. From here only you can uninstall the programs. So they keep changing the things as per the designs of Microsoft. So from 10, from 8 they started launching Microsoft Server. Sorry, this what you call it, Windows Play Store, a kind of Play Store of Windows. It still exists. So now if you download some software, you'll directly get it from here. It's not connected to internet, that's why it's not connecting. And if you go back to your server, I'll show you the server settings also. Somebody joined, so let me in. Am I able to share my screen and is it visible clearly?
Yes.
So this is our Windows server. Even it's Windows 6 to 2026, but we used to have. Let me connect my another hard drive, and I will show you. I have Windows 2003 NT, and I used to have 2000 server, 2008, 2000, 2000 server also I had in my older hard drive.
What is the topic today?
We'll cover Office 365 only, but I said, do you have any questions? So Manoj asked question that what is the difference between Windows and server? Anybody wants to highlight it? Any other things they want to add? What is the difference between Windows and server? The people from helpdesk background. So this was my hard drive and back site developing Canada e-drive softwares. Okay, set of files. Yeah. So if you see ISO file, I used to have 2020-10, then it is Windows 2007 ISO file, server 2008 R2. So R2 was the longest server which was used in the longest period of time. Then we used to have Exchange 2010 Service Pack 3. Similarly, we used to have Office 2007, Office 2001, Office 2023, Office. So Microsoft launched the Office product with the Windows versions, but server versions is always, I mean, they also keep the name as a similar, but for Office they keep it like Windows 10, Windows 20, Windows 21, Windows 11, Windows. But Office 13 was launched and Windows 13 was not launched. So that's how they, you know, name their servers. So each server they have keys, like, I have these keys. If anybody needs Windows server, Windows 7 starter keys, Windows 7 home premium, these are the all, what do you call it, this is you call versions into 7. So 7 also have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6 type of versions into 7. Addition, we call them as addition. Windows Vista, we have one, two, three, four, five type of Windows Vista. Windows 7 launch, it came with the starter, home basics, premium, professional, ultimate, enterprise. So why these difference are, because for starter N you pay very less license difference. So when you buy the license from Microsoft to install Windows, you have to pay something. Premium was more costly, professional was more costly, ultimate was more costly, enterprise was highest costly. So this is how Windows 7 was launched. See how many versions came in 7. Then 8 was the defective product of Microsoft. So they closed it very fast. It was not so success. I think Aziz also covered in one of his topic. Then we have 8.1. Then we came Windows 10, Windows 10 Pro, Education, Enterprise. Then these are the servers versions. In server we have standard, web, HPE, Enterprise, Titanium, data centers. So the one which we have installed is data center. Then we have standard, and these all features not only price difference, also their feature difference. Like enterprise can support up to 100 databases. Data center can support up to these many space or these many users. Standard can only support up to 5 databases. So that's how the difference is. Okay, are you able to see my screen, Manoj? Anybody else?
Yes, 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 I can
So
see.
can you see how many additions are there in servers? Windows 2012 also has standard foundations, data center, storage server. Every server has different feature and different price. So
Hmm.
is it clear?
Yes.
Okay. So this is our server. So it has always server manager. In server manager, we have local servers. If you want to install some roles, you add, click on add-on feature roles, and that's how you install roles. That's how we install that day Active Directory in our server, if you remember. And if you don't, then you can refer the old videos. So we click on next, we select the role. We only did AD, but we have so many roles like web server, IaaS, host, Hyper-V, multi-point, network controller, print servers, remote access. These all roles has a different features, and then you can install feature as well. So each role has different feature. Client for interface, container, BitLocker is a feature of locking your uh, machine
Device.
device. Yeah. So internet pricing, IaaS hosting. So these features are not available in Windows. And from servers you can manage Windows. Understanding, guys?
Yes, understanding.
Okay. Thank you for asking questions. Anybody has any other question?
No, as of now, we'll see when
Okay.
we have any question.
Okay. Thank you. So we'll go for today's topic. I'll set down my lab because now we are teaching, doing practical on our cloud version on Office 365. Okay. So as we discussed in our last session, we have discussed about users type, guest user, deleted user, and then we discussed about groups, type of groups, and deleted groups. Then we have this is something new came. I never seen this before. Marketplace. It's a place where you can integrate your Microsoft other products. So marketplace, as name says, it's a place where Microsoft other products are available. Even third party products are available. So this mural is not Microsoft product, but it's still available there. So you can integrate with your Azure. Idea Coach, it's a Microsoft Corporation product. Mass Assistant Private, Simpatico. So this is third party product. So these all is the third party or Microsoft product which are available in marketplace. If you want to discover, you can buy license from there itself. You don't have to go to GoDaddy or their company. It will land you to their company idea, company. I mean, each of these uh, product of Microsoft or non-Microsoft, it has own features. But Microsoft has introduced it with. Office 365 portal itself. So now we have, see, Office 365.
Last year Office 365 name changed in Copilot, na? From
No, 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 no.
nowadays.
No, no, no. Office 365 is still Office 365. Copilot is one of the feature of Office 365. That is like,
No, that is one of the feature, but they are calling now Office 365 as an Copilot.
okay,
Check.
okay, okay. Maybe I'm not in touch and Office 365 team. I mean, not in working condition in Office 365
Last
teams.
year it
So
happened.
maybe okay. Thanks for update. So now we will be moving forward. Our next topic, we have billing. So in Office 365, we have covered the tiles and the overview version of Office 365 portal, and we have max to max work under comes under user property. We will cover it in deep because all exchange everything comes under one user property. So we'll go in deep on that also. But once we complete the portal overview, then we'll cover it. So our Office 365 is not much apart from all these. It's almost covered, but more you use it, you will be friendly and know the features and benefits of it and have more confidence. So this is all we have in Office 365. That's it. Nothing else. Okay. So now we have billing. In billing, we don't have to work as a officer of admin. We generally have billing team uh, who take care of the billing. So mostly it happens the finance team or the people who can decide the license. They will have access of this role. Okay. So mostly it has always in client and client side people from the customer.
Yes, always.
So you can see your product. So if I see my product is subscription status, it's currently active, expired, disable. I have Microsoft free license, available license. These, so these features all we have available in our your product. Then we have license. It shows your subscription. So interview question. This is one of the interview question. They ask what is the difference between subscription and license. So subscription is company level and license is end user level. So that's the answer. Then we have
Could you please little bit elaborate, like what subscription you told as in company level and license you told end user level. So what about that company level? Like,
so if you have uh, P1 license, so P1 license is one of the license, but it is not on user based. So when you answer, for example, if you say P1 and P2, they are the license type, but this is not for end users. It's on all organization based license. P1 has a feature which they can enable MFA, they can
got
disable
it, got
MFA,
it.
conditional access, but P2 license,
Mhm.
they can audit the admins as well. They can, use the PAM feature, privilege access management, based on their like automation, remove or you know time based access, that kind of features available in P2 but not in P1.
Mhm.
So then we have bill and payment. In bill and payment, you will be able to see your payment method, how the payment will be done automatically. So this is the trial version. It will not have any payment method. Billing account, you can see your billing information, that uh, who is be, you know, billing the account and all. So this is my Microsoft account. I won't be showing much on this. So you can just, have your own lab and see these features, because this lab is not mine. We are sharing the lab for teaching purpose. That's the reason I cannot show much details on this, because it might contain the confidential information of that billing, right? So pay as you go, as I mentioned, it name says pay as you go, means you only pay whatever you use for in Azure subscription. create a billing policy, and you can decide that cost management. It will show that approximately cost in a month, how much you'll be paying if you take this license, how much you'll be saving if you use this feature. So this all comes under billing, but we never, as admin, we never get to work on this portal. I'm just letting you know to good to know information. Okay. So next tile, we call them tiles or tabs. Next
This
we,
you have this portal. Is it a free one or is it paid
yeah, it
one?
is free one. It is free one. 30 days trial fee.
So
Anybody
there
can
we
take.
can see all the.
No, no, it is not mine, so I cannot show you the billing information. All this.
No, no, I'm not asking about the name or that all, but I'm asking about that if it is free one. So in left hand side, you can see
Yes, you can
all
see
admin
everything.
centers,
Yes, you can
all
see
admin
everything.
center, all admin
Everything.
center. Do we
Everything.
have access for
Yes,
SharePoint administrator, Teams
everything
administrator?
you have. Everything you
Okay,
have for 30 days.
okay, okay,
Everything you'll have. You will be global admin.
great.
So this is something I was showing up in setup. Under setup, what all we have, you can set up Microsoft Surface support, get Teams, advanced feature. Then we have sign in security. So this all now covered under cyber security. Whatever name security or IAM or something, MFA, everything is Microsoft has segregated into cyber security. So that's how the cyber security came more in demand. Earlier, everything used to be on portal only.
Earlier, everything need to handle by email team, but nowadays what they are doing, cyber security team is different and email security team is different.
Correct, correct, correct. So that's all we have in Office 365. But if we have not covered even 50%, we just gone through the portal. So let's suppose I take any user who has a license. Let's suppose this user has license. All these users are unlicensed. I need a user with license. With I can show you the what are the features.
I think user part you already described us on, I think,
Yeah, I
last.
have only covered the basics, but I just want to go into deep or the features of
Okay. Okay.
mailbox property. What exactly has the mailbox properties? So this is not licensed version because this lab is for only practical things, and
Critical
it's,
program.
yeah, I think the license got expired. It was for 30 days only. So whatever
You
the
can log in. You can, if you want to show us the lab. I have my free lab, Microsoft for 6 months. You can continue with my lab. Log in with my ID. Reply to Bhushan that one. Password I will share on
okay,
your
let
email.
me try. Um, Ping me password in separate. Anybody else has prepared the lab?
Now I have that Microsoft lab given by company
Okay,
that I had taken that SC300 training. I had taken AZ900 training, so I got those labs
okay, wonderful,
access. In them.
wonderful, wonderful. Okay, so yeah, you can ping me the ID and password personally. Let me log in here. Okay, anyways, let's continue the topic first. We will take your lab next session. I will cover it up. Okay, so we were in the current topic. Yeah, so we are not going to Azure as of now. Active users, we don't have any active users with license. That's the problem. Okay, I'll go according to topic which I have downloaded. So this is a complete Microsoft Office 365 book which I got it from internet from some source. I can share this book and you go through the topic, but I will cover these topics. I will take this. I mean the class according to the these topics. This is 217 book page. So Exchange Admin Center we have Exchange Skype for Business. I think it's older book, but it's still useful to cover the topics that what else we need to cover. Okay. So you, if you need, I mean, the best practice is you need to create your own lab and you need to do your own practical things. I'll share this book. It's a free of cost. I also got it free of cost from somewhere. And so if you see Office 365 portal, you will see home. Then here it's a user tab. Then we have groups. Then we have so it shows you everything as a complete portal that how Microsoft design it in the beginning of when it was created. It was a older book actually. It's not latest one. Subscription billing license purchase. Okay, this I already covered. Do we have anybody who is currently working in Office 365 in the call? Do we have anyone? Vasant or
Vasant is in Office 35, na? Check
yeah.
Vasant is there or not.
No, he didn't join today. Okay, no worry. I will cover other topics of. See, this is we already covered how to add users to Office 365, add filters, fill the user details. Okay, so this we already covered how to create users, user right, country, select on contact informations. We can fill up this information which we already covered. And then we have password. We can generate password rules. License. We can assign the license users. These are the type of license. When you have already licensed, it will show you 16 out of 32 license available. So the enterprise license comes under subscription based. So that's how the difference in subscription and license. So this license shows on user level, and enterprise level it shows you number of total license on the company you have. So this is the enterprise subscription level, and this is something user level. 16 left out of 32. So we fill up these informations: first name, last name. You can add the bulk users from the admin portal. Then you can import multiple users by creating CSV file. How many of you are from service desk background in the current call? I mean, who is actually?
I was in service desk, but now I'm in as an entry
No, no.
admin.
I'm just want to understand that who all are there, and this topic is helpful for them or not. So this
Could
is.
everyone share their information or can discuss on this group?
I think
I
that's
think no one
okay.
is interested. No one is talking about.
No, they might be outside or busy or somewhere. That's okay. It's not mandatory. Yeah, so it shows same thing which I already showed you. What are the active users? What are the how to delete users? So I can share this on my you know OneDrive which G drive which I have shared, that free training document, and these all are the property.
Did you give access for that your G drive to everyone?
Yeah, it's open to everyone.
Okay. Someone ping na in chat. Kindly give access or kindly share this file.
No, I don't see any. Add, create your own filter. Okay, what else we have, guys? Office Drive. How to restore deleted users. So when you delete the users, I showed you that go to deleted users and restore the deleted users. Then you have to assign the roles. Okay, roles I have shown you. We have group membership. We have uh, roles. When we create a users, we can assign admin roles or non admin roles. I already covered. There are the three type of users. Earlier you used to have global admin, custom administrator, or user. When you select custom administrator, you will have all these roles, and all these roles like global admin, domain admin, and then we have teams admin, then we have exchange admin, then we have recipient admin, then we have um, I mean, each administrator has different permissions. So that is called RBAC role, role-based access control. Manoj, I'll share this file. Especially you also go through with this because you are not from technical background. Most of the people
Sure, sure.
these are the roles available: password administrator, Sky for business administrator, service administrator, SharePoint administrator, user administrator. So these are the roles you can assign when you create a new user, or you can change this permission even after creating a user. So you can change the how to change the user assignment. If you have assigned user E3 license, you want to upgrade it to E5, you go to the user property, you click on edit, and you can change the license type. As I mentioned in my last class, the difference between E3 and E5 is E3 is a up to 3 PCs you can install desktop app, and you cannot use conditional access or e-discovery features, but in E5 you can use that. Turn on the side. Okay, these are the features, and then we have how to reset user password, which I already showed you on the portal itself. Then we have chapter 3, tenant management. Okay, so tenant is something I showed you in my first class. That tenant, what is tenant? In meaning of the tenant is the person who lives temporarily in your house, or you live somebody's house temporarily. That is called tenant. So why we call tenant? Because the actually owner of the product is Microsoft. So we log into the Microsoft portal, and we have our own company name, like Bharat has given from the company as a lab access free of cost. So that is for Bharat it is free, but for company TCS must be paying something to Microsoft to let their employee have this kind of lab provided. So it's a TCS internal partnership with Microsoft to let employee learn while doing practicals. So we will be as a tenant to Microsoft website. That's how we can manage tenants. Our names, adding names, owning domain. Yeah, I'll show you in the practical as well. I have here license. This is all completed. Okay, we'll go to Azure portal. So if I would have something to show here, it's not opening. So most of the things I have covered, but I'm unable to show you as a practical because my lab is not active license. So how to enable Active Directory synchronization? So remember I told you we have on-premise and we have Exchange Online. So on-premise AD and how the Azure AD will understand each other. There's a tool called AD Connect. I'll show you. So this is our on-premise AD, on-premise uh, organization. It has AD server, then it has SharePoint server, it has Team server, it has um, networking server, it has load balancer, it has whatever it has, it is all the servers are installed, all the components are installed. Then we have something called cloud version. This is our cloud version. So cloud version, to talk to cloud, we have to build a server which is called ed connect server, or a member server. This server will be member of our on premise, and it will be installed called ed connect. So ed connect is also another topic in deep, I'll cover in some other session. But ed connect is the, it's a component of Azure, it's a component of Microsoft, which is capable to sync everything from on-premise to cloud. So whenever we make any changes to our on-premise property, let's suppose in our on-premise property we have changed the password of the user. How the cloud version will get sync that password through our AD Connect server. The password will change. The let's suppose you change a on-premise last name of the user. How the cloud version will come to know that last name got changed? It first replicate the data to AD Connect, then from AD Connect it replicate the data to cloud. So the AD Connect is the middleman to do the handshake and the synchronization of on-premise and our cloud version. That's called hybrid scenario. It's just an overview, the basics fundamental of AD Connect I'm giving. Okay, it works on different parameters, different rules. We have connector space, we have inbound sync rule, we have outbound sync rule, we have sync settings. There are hundred of settings in AD Connect server. That is all different team which works on AD Connect server specific these days. Earlier it used to be same, but AD Connect, just to good to know information for Office 365 admin, that it is a very critical tool to sync AD from on-premise to Exchange Online. Only L3 and above people will have access to AD Connect. Okay. Earlier it was all under one page in my Office 365 only. Now they have segregated it. It used to call directory synchronization. It's sync users to the cloud using Active Directory. Okay. So it can also manage multi-factor authentication, calendar, and purview, integrated apps. But now all Microsoft these things being segregated to different teams. Then we have somebody joined. Okay. So I want you to come with the questions in our next sessions. Once we have revision, then we'll move to Azure.
Sure. So on the same topic, Office 35.
Yeah, I want you to come up with the questions if you understand something, if you don't understand something, or anything else you want to cover into Office 365. Um, Let me just get something for you.
How long we can?
According to this, this is a proper guide of Microsoft only. Even they don't have much things as a Office 365 admin to manage. So multi-factor MFA I already covered in my previous sessions. What is multi-factor authentication? And then we have conditional access. That also comes part of Azure now. When I start covering Azure, then I'll teach these topics. Okay, into deep. Then we have in Office 365, we have mostly managed user settings, assigning licenses, permissions, e-discovery, or These kind of
Creating
tickets,
user
we
and creating
creating
shared mailbox,
users,
creating
creating shared
DLs,
mailbox,
adding
creating.
users in shared mailbox, adding users in DL, adding users in SharePoint site, creating SharePoint sites, provide assigning phone numbers on Teams as in Teams administrator. And these all are Office 365 parts. And changing users location, changing users name, changing users email ID as per request.
Perfect. Thank you, Bharat. So that's how we have. That's all we have till 81 page. I think if I show you the portal of Office 365 home page, it has the good morning. It shows these many users, and it does not have health center. I don't know why this does not have health center, but the latest one, if I remember, it has also. They introduce agents also overview all agents. Yeah, this is health. I think no data analytics things. So Microsoft keep updating this portal. If you are in touch or you have access, you can explore them. So earlier it used to be have the health center here itself. It shows you AD connect issues or any synchronization got break or how many users have weak passwords. So that's all moved to Azure now. This is our Azure, Microsoft Entra.
So are you starting today, sir?
No, no,
7 minutes is left
we
only.
will start in next session because we have just 15 minutes left. So I'll cover whatever more options we have in Exchange. Then we'll wrap up the session for today. Yeah, I was going through the book. So as per this, how to check service health. This is done.
So do one thing instead of exploring Entra ID page, we can do one thing. If anyone is available, they can share their in these 12 minutes. They can share what kind of issue they are getting in Office 365, like email getting emails stuck, and the users are not receiving emails, or
Yes, yes, correct,
any kind
correct.
of result there. If they want, they can.
So I think people are not able to talk
Yeah,
today.
most
Uh,
of the is
Correct.
here.
Yeah,
Hello.
Anwar, please go. It is R now, right?
Yes, yes, yeah. Actually, in the most of the time in my we are in our organization there is a hybrid environment, and we are the machine there is correlation. If you check that, go upside here, admin, there is correlation. If we updated in that area account, it will not sync properly. So most of the time we are facing the same issue.
Yeah, that is mostly happens because of the sync rule being covered in AD Connect. So because of AD Connect configuration, it happens. It sometimes it delays the synchronization. Sometimes you have to rerun the synchronization. By default, it's 30-minute synchronization on. That is
Even
correct.
we have worked like run the command as a dir sync command. We run the
Mhm.
dir sync command, still not replicated. Most of the we have raised a EMS ticket and we check to it. So they are like mentioned as a GUID mismatch or something. So what is this exact process, or is there any process to like we work? Like example, we have we are creating a new user from AD.
Uh-huh.
So, is there any steps? Can we provide the steps, like provide the step by step, like we are creating the user account and assign the license and assign the policy, like how it means,
For
how
that,
can we
we need
proceed?
to have to purchase the domain first, and that domain needs to be
Mhm.
register with a tenant registration, domain verification, and then we need to install AD Connect, and then we need to sync our on-premise
Yes,
AD
yes.
to cloud.
This yeah, this already done did that. Problem is that in whenever that we are the administrator, and so just we need to create a new user.
So whenever you're creating a new user, it's not getting synced.
Sync, yes, yes. So is there any means what we do, or what is the steps we can provide so that we can properly sync? Or is there rehire, like we have disabled the account and we can rerun that time properly sync it? How to do? The means, so what do we do provide the steps we can create the post steps? Like if we have rehired the user, like we just enable the account from the AD, it will be synced, but sometimes it will not sync. New account the same happen, like if his email address is not replicated properly, something is showing as a duplicate value in email address. And in Azure portal, in Azure Access portal, we could see that there, so it will be show correlation error.
Okay, so I'll share the basic troubleshooting which I just came to know, understanding
Okay,
from your issue. Okay, we will
okay, okay.
we have that open. I need that link for. Okay, that's the link, right? Okay, so whenever see, this is also something which I just read from Chat GPT, but I'll just try to highlight what exactly it's trying to say. So first we need to check the AD sync cycle run, how the AD sync cycle is synchronized. So we have command start AD sync
Mhm.
cycle policy data delta.
This
So
delta sync, yes,
yeah, delta sync we run.
sync,
Then
yes,
we have initial sync, and we
yes.
can see the scheduler. Okay, get scheduler. So scheduler will show you we have three type of sync: delta sync, initial sync, and full sync. So full sync we never run because it takes longer time. It's generally being used for when we install first time AD Connect. But if we have something bigger change
Mhm.
in the organization, then we can also do the full sync. Delta sync only sync the data which is replicate. I mean, any change in the data, then it only replicate the changes into the user property. Only delta sync. Okay. Then we have initial sync. Initial sync by default it's syncing every 30 minutes. So by default Microsoft sync onto my CD to cloud in every 30 minutes. So this is the first check. Then you can check the OU filtering where the user was created. Mostly a mistake happens. AD team or the uh, help desk team create that user to the OU which is not syncing. Remember when we did our first or second class, we
Yes,
have
yes.
OUs which is we don't want to sync. So if we create the user in wrong OU, it will not sync. So the OU we need to check. Then we have to check the required attribute,
Okay.
like which attribute supposed to be sync into the sync rule, like first name, last name, display name, user logon, UPN. So this is the comes under sync rule, but it should not impact because it's same for all the users. But that's it. check to troubleshoot this kind of issues. If the call is about to end,
Mm.
let me know. I'll send a new link. It says still 4 minutes. Then we have to check whether user is disabled in AD or not. Or sometimes we create a new user, but we forget to enable the user
Mm.
because of future date joining. Then we have check
Mm.
Azure AD Connect synchronization service. I remember I told you the AD services. So on login to AD service, AD Connect server, and check if this service is stopped or running. Because sometimes if the service is stopped, then your sync will not work. Okay. Then we have AD Connect health check. In AD Connect admin portal itself, AD Connect, go to AD Connect and check the service health and look for sync errors, export errors, and connector issues. So this is the basic troubleshooting step number 6.
Mm.
Then we have check duplicate or any soft match. This happens only at the type of rejoining of the company, any employee, or any soft match issue. If user already existing and it's converted from vendor to full-time employee. So these are the basic 7 troubleshooting steps you can follow in such issues. Okay.
Okay. Sir, sir, is it possible to share this these steps that
Yes, yes. Yeah, I have pasted
you have
the
provided that
Yeah, I have pasted the Google link on the chat. It is free for everyone, and
okay, okay,
even you guys can,
sure,
give your inputs there. So every time, whenever we cover anything
yeah,
in the
sure.
class, so I'll also cover till now whatever we have covered. I have in my this, so I'll try to paste it there. Okay. So I was
Mm.
thinking to make this session every single day, but I don't find people available. So the one mistake I have done is I have not okay recording. Yeah, thank you. I thought I forgot to start recording. Okay, so I think that's all for today. We have just 2 minutes left. So to wrap up the sessions, anybody has any questions? What we learned today from our daily work? Anybody wants to share any challenge?
Only 1 minute is left, so it will not be possible. So we can say it was a good session, and we are happy to have teacher like you who is providing free learning to us, and
Okay.
we will join.
So thank you all for your time
Thank you,
and
thank
have a
you,
great day.
yeah, thank you,
Bye bye.
thank you.
Yes, I will share the PDF.